takes and extends his lead to 8-3.
And as Ali Carter sits in his chair, I wonder if his thoughts are turning to the fact that this, guys, is his first final of any description. As a professional for 13 years, he's never been in a final, never mind a world final. I'm wondering if this could be a step too far.
Well, yes, it may be that you need some sort of experience in a final to then withstand the pressures that build up on you. And it is a different event, you know, you come so far, you get so far, there's more eyes on you, there's more expectations on you possibly. Perhaps, it's only perhaps, you need a bit more experience in this. But then, you know, it's been a tough session. Had he gone out and won 5-3 the first session, we may not be saying that. It's hard to know, but...
Others have managed it, of course. Terry Griffiths in '79, Sean Murphy, I believe it was his first final as well, and they came through to win it. But in this situation, how tough is it going to be from here on in, John?
The greatest respect as well. They weren't playing Ronnie O'Sullivan either.
Yeah.
This is a totally different animal from the other players, with the greatest respect. I mean, this fella can win a frame in no space of time, and you just see him going further and further away. It's a massive test for him now. I mean, Terry said it was a crucial session. It certainly is.
We talked about adrenaline earlier on, guys, in the first session, and you made the point, Steve, that the further that Ronnie goes away, the more fatigue starts to set in.
Possibly, yes, and Ali's got to stop showing, you know, he's got to keep his sort of focus, and he showed a little bit of frustration, understandably, but he's got to take his chances somewhere down the line and mustn't let that frustration creep into his game.
Well, Carter fans have their fingers firmly crossed. This is the last one before the mid-session interval.
Yes, and the fact that he's won 1 out of the 3 so far, if he can get out of this session 2-2, it'll give him something to work on. And as the boys were saying, I think body language is key as well, because at the minute he's just looking totally unconfident. And that's not going to help you. Knocking those in, the red above the black will pot, and he can just roll this blue in dead weight. This was an excellent pot. If he rolls this in dead weight, that red above the black will be on. Coming off 2 cushions, he couldn't play it dead weight. Oh, that's an excellent shot there. He probably felt it wasn't on, but he played a cracking shot there.
6. 7.
'An interesting shot coming up after the next red when he gets on the black. Let's have a look if...
14.
Yeah, things are still open there. Now, it's not a good bunch to go into at the moment, but if he does go into them, watch the reaction he gets. He just seems to create so much spin on the cue ball. A lot of players would go into the pack there and the white would
22.
stick, but watch the white. It's like watching a golf ball bouncing twice on a green and then spinning right back. It's all about timing. That's the secret. Look at the cue, how far he's followed through to create that backspin.
And as we all say with Ronnie O'Sullivan, it's just sometimes
23.
one chance. He's overran that. He played for the blue, but you know, he played it hard enough. Other players would play for the blue and sometimes finish short after going down a balk. Ronnie doesn't mind playing a balk colour. He'd rather be on a balk colour than after going out of balk on the blue, but he wouldn't like to miss those too often. Now, come on, Ali. Give yourself a brush down, my friend, and let's have a 70-odd from you.
One. Eight. Yeah, sure.
It's a good chance, isn't it, for Ali? And although he looked a little bit down on himself, you know, I mean, if he can take this frame, he shared the session 2 frames all. And that's against the world number 1.
9.
Regardless of what happens here, Ronnie O'Sullivan back ranked the best player in the world for the next 12 months. Now that's amazing. When things are going well, that shot there, everything works out
16.
perfectly for you. When you're struggling a little bit, you just seem to find a spot where everything's awkward. He's got the 1, the snare's the black, that's an awkward pot. There may be one into the middle pocket. Can he pass the pink to pot that? And the red? Maybe not. He's having to bridge over this one. He can't get through to anything there. Well, at least he can play to get back up the table and finish on a balk colour, but that's awkward, isn't it?
Well played. That could have really dented his confidence there, because he'd have been now feeling every time I go into the bunch, I never get on anything. And he could have done with that extra 2 inches here, but to make it just off straight. But if he rolls it in, he should be on choice of 2 reds. Oh, Nally, don't kiss the red.
Foul. Ali Carter 17. Ronnie O'Sullivan 5.
He didn't think he was going to hit the red there. He thought he could just roll through, come out off the cushion, leave the 2 reds. And a little bit of pace caused him to cannon the red, but what a mistake. What a mistake there.
Well, he must have nearly missed the blue, Dennis, to catch the red, and the blue seemed to go in the middle, so how he created an angle from a virtually straight blue, I don't know. Whether the white just bounced a little bit, because from the angle the blue went in, I don't know how he's kissed the red.
Ronnie playing that as a shot to nothing. If the red goes in, he's on the yellow. Now then, he's knocked a high percentage of those in. Now this really could do with going in. He can get onto the black if he pots it. There is a gap there. Playing around the table, but that'll do just as well. 1. Preferred to stun it in with pace rather than try to hold it up this end of the table. Well, the reason he cannoned the blue is because he didn't pot the green in the centre of the pocket.
4.
Well done. That was a tough shot to play, as Dennis mentioned, because he wasn't perfect on the red, having potted the green in the wrong side of the pocket. Here goes the green. You can see, look at that, it nearly didn't go in. That's the only reason he kissed the blue, but excellent red. Top draw, that red, with the rest. He won frame 10 with only a break of 32. He's got a great chance here to win the frame at 1 visit. And 8-4. Terry's got something to work on at the interval. He needs to get him a little